What's up, man? Welcome back to Peaceful Seduction. My name is Franco, and we are officially in video number 2. Very excited to have you back here with me, okay? And so, what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about what I believe to be the number one mindset, the number one hack, the number one tool, the number one principle, however you want to put it, to achieving success, to helping you stay on track, helping you keep your motivation so you can continue doing what you got to do in order to find success in any area of life, more specifically in dating when it comes to the ladies, because that's what we do here at Peaceful Seduction, all right? And so, what's that one thing that's going to help keep you motivated so you can go towards the path of seduction, the path of success for as long as possible, okay? So, the concept we're going to be talking about here today is going to be the concept known as the compound effect, okay? The compound effect. Now, in a little bit, I'm going to give you what I've found to be the best example of the compound effect in action. That's going to make this a lot easier to understand. But first, I want to explain what it is that I find that kills motivation. So, what kills motivation is expectation management, having too big of expectations. And so, when you have unrealistic expectations, when you're expecting too much for too soon, let's say you want to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. Well, obviously that's not going to happen. That's too big of a goal. And so whenever we have unrealistic expectations, naturally we're going to get disappointed along the way. Okay? Once we get disappointed by the results that we do not see, that is what's going to kill motivation. What happens when motivation is gone? Consistency is over, okay? We put in the work, we started, but now we stopped. And that is the worst thing that we can do when it comes to any area of success, is to start and stop. Start and stop. Start and stop. Like, we need to start and then go all the way. They say mastery takes 10,000 hours. We need to start at hour 1 and go all the way until hour 10,000. That is what's going to help us to lead to success, okay? And so let's get into what I have found to be the greatest example when it comes to the compound effect, and that is the concept known as, if you take a penny for a day and you doubled it every single day for 30 days, how much money would you add up to? And so I'm going to have the graph on screen so you can check it out. And so if you look at that graph, or however you want to put it, when you get to day 30, you are going to end up with $5,300,000. Now, on day 1, we start with 1 penny, 1 cent. And as you can see, day 2, we get to 2 cents, day 3, 4 cents, day 4, 8 cents, so on and so on. And so, I want to break this down into 4 separate sections, okay? So week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, okay? And so you would think that if by the end of week 1, you would think you should have $1,250,000, right? That's $5,300,000 divided by 4, around $1,250,000. Week 2, you think you would be at halfway, which would be $2.5 million. Week 3, you would think you'd be at $3,750,000, so on and so on. But as you can see, the very beginning of this process is very, very slow. Like, it takes until day 8 before you even make up your first dollar, right? $1.28. Okay, and so we are 1/4 of the way to day 30, and yet we are barely at $1. And so you would think, like, this does not make sense. So we are putting in all this work in the beginning, and yet we see no results. And so if we do not know about the compound effect, it's very easy for us to get discouraged and to be like, I'm putting in all this work, and yeah, I am not seeing any results. I've been working at this for a week now, and all I've been making is $1. Where are my millions of dollars? But if we keep going to day 15, we see that we are at $163. Now, that still doesn't seem like a lot in comparison to the $5,300,000, but in comparison to that $1, that's 160 times more the amount of money we're making. So it took us an entire week to come up with $1, and then just 1 week later, now we're at 160. So we are multiplying, we are compounding. Okay, so this is what happens when we stay the course. Just a little bit more effort, and now we are achieving bigger results. Now, if we keep going to, let's say, day 22, now we're 3 weeks into it, we should be at $3,750,000, but now we are at $20,970. And so that may not seem like a lot of money, again, comparison to the $5,300,000, but in comparison to that $163, that is actually a huge leap. Now we're at almost $21,000, okay? Now, if we keep going to day 28, now we hit $1 million. And so that's a huge jump from 20,000 to now we're at 1 million, right? And then just 2 days later, now we get into the 5,300,000. So as you can see, we start off very small. Again, 1 cent, 2 cents, 4 cents, 8 cents, 16 cents, so on and so on. And so what is important to understand is that when we are starting in the beginning, we're not supposed to see any results. We're supposed to put in all the effort possible and yet see no results. But if we trust the process, the compound effect, we'll know that as time goes on, eventually these results will add up. And so what I want to say, having looked at that example, is that this to me is the ultimate mindset to have when it comes to success, which is for the next 1 year of my life, I'm going to dedicate myself 100% to this one thing, knowing I am not going to see any results, but trusting that once that 1 year is up, I will eventually get myself to a point to where I will start to see visible results, okay? Like again, when we're talking about 4 cents, 8 cents, 16 cents, that's not visible. But once we pass, let's say, day 22, now we're at 20,000. The next day after, we're making 40,000, 80,000. Those are some big gains, right? And so let's say you have the goal of you want to lose weight and you want to get muscular. Like if you're going to do that, the mindset you should have going to the gym is forget about having the perfect routine. I'm just going to go there and then just work out as hard as I can. I'm going to do this for a year, knowing that I'm not going to get visible results. Forget about trying to look good to the ladies. Forget about trying to have the perfect body, the perfect measurements. I'm just going to go there for the simple sake of starting the process. Okay? We must start the process. Even though the process is very slow in the beginning, if we do not start day 1, day 2, we can never get to day 22, so on and so on, okay? So the compounding cannot take effect if we are not starting. And so, again, I'm going to hit the gym every single day, 5 days a week for the next 52 weeks, which is a year, and doing it knowing I am not going to see any results. But I trust that once that 1 year, the first year is over with, and I get into the second year, I'm going to trust that I'm going to get into visible results. For me personally, I've been hitting the gym now for a little more than a year now, and I am just now starting to see visible results. I knew going into it that I'm like, forget the first year. I'm not going to look my best. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to give it my best. I'm just going to enjoy the process. I'm going to like work out until I get sore. I'm going to do this 5 days a week, and I'm going to trust that once I get into that second year, things are going to start to look better for me. Okay, and so this is a mindset we want to have when it comes to the ladies as well. Doing the things that we need to do in order to become our most attractive self. Like a lot of guys say, what's the number one trick in order to get laid this weekend? Or what's the number one way to get a girlfriend as soon as possible? Like it doesn't work that way, man. Like if you haven't had a history of doing well with women, it's going to take some time for you to transform into the kind of guy that is attractive to women. It's going to take time. It's going to be a process. The good news though, when it comes to dating, is that women are always going to be attracted to the men who are in the top 10%, the top 5%. And the truth is that the majority of men out there are just average, to be honest. Like they're not really very attractive. And so being more attractive than 95% of the guys is going to be very easy if you know what it is you're doing and if you are doing that regularly, okay? And so something that's important to know when it comes to dating is that there's a huge difference between what you think is attractive to women and what society has shown you to be attractive to women to what actually is in fact attractive to women, okay? So what we think is attractive to women, we need to put that aside and we need to start implementing the things that are in fact attractive to women. And so things that society says, if you have this, you will be attracted to women. Personality, okay? Personality is not how you necessarily attract women. Personality is how you keep women. Okay, first it's all about grabbing attention, gaining her interest, and then over time she falls in love with your personality. But your personality is not what's gonna attract women. Why? Is because let's say you show up to a house party, you cannot see personality from a distance. You cannot see somebody say, oh, that person seems like a genuine person. That person seems like a respectful, kind person. It doesn't work that way. Like personality cannot be visible. Purpose, like women don't give a shit about purpose. I've never heard a woman like, this is stuff that like dating coaches and guys who study dating advice constantly talk about is purpose, purpose, purpose. Like I've never heard a woman say, oh, I'm looking for a man who knows his place in the world. Like I don't hear those things. Okay, and so money as well. A lot of guys say, "Oh, you need to be rich in order to have women." Like, you've never heard of stories where guys go on business trips, like very rich, successful guys go on business trips, and their wives stay home, and their wives cheat on them with a guy who's broke, maybe the neighbor, maybe the guy who cleans the pool guy, or the plumber. Like, there's stories like this all the time. If it was true that rich men are attracted to women, they wouldn't be getting cheated on. Okay, like it does not work that way. Okay, now what are things? Because if we are going to be working this whole compound effect, let's say for a year, 2 years, 3 years, we need to be working on the correct things, or else we're just wasting our time working on things that don't attract women. Okay, so it's important that we educate ourselves on the things that are attracted to women. So the three things that I have found in my 11 and a half years of studying seduction that I have found that actually work with women is: number one, your looks. Okay, so that is everything from your body to your style to your body language, the way you walk, the way you carry yourself, the way you look at people, your eye contact, all that good stuff. Okay, your hairstyle, your skincare, all that stuff, your nails, all of that matters to women very much. Okay, why? Because that is the only thing that is visible when you are across the room for her. The only thing she can see is your looks. Now, another reason why looks are very important is because there's a saying: the body does not lie. Women know that men basically lie about everything, but you cannot lie when it comes to your body. A lot of guys say, "Oh, I'm gonna achieve this, I'm gonna achieve that. A year from now, I'm gonna be rich, or I'm gonna be a millionaire." This, so on and so on. A lot of guys are just talkers, but few guys are action takers. Yes, when a guy has been hitting the gym for 2, 3 years, yes, he is a good-looking guy. But one other thing that he is really demonstrating to women is that I am a man of daily discipline. I hit the gym 5 days a week, and I do this year-round. I do not make excuses for myself. Okay, and so when a guy is physically in good shape, not only is he good looking, not only is he attention grabbing, but he is also demonstrating that I am a man of my word. I start goals and I complete those goals. Okay, so looks is very important. Number two is fun. Okay, as a song goes, women just want to have fun. The only thing that women want to do is they want to party, they want to drink, they want to dance, they want to grind on you. You don't have to take them on expensive vacation trips, but if you can just take them outside, show them new places, new restaurants, stuff like that, that's fun. Women want to be flirted with. Women want you to make them laugh. Women are all about just having a good time, letting loose, having fun. This is what women are all about. You don't have to be super fancy with it, but just showing them a good time. Okay. Number three is going to be a combination of two things: female psychology and communication skills. Basically, understanding how women are, what are their wants, what are the needs, and knowing a respectful way to talk to them. Knowing how to flirt with them in a way that is both sexual but at the same time still respectful. Okay, that is what's gonna be okay. And so, like, again, I've never heard women say, like, oh, like he just has to have a good personality, or he has to be rich. Like you don't hear those things, or I'm looking for a man on purpose. Like, you just don't hear those things. However, I want a man who dresses well, who looks good, who has muscles. You hear women say that. I want a man who can show me a good time, which is fun. You hear women say that. And I want a man who understands me, basically female psychology and communication skills. That is stuff that you hear. And so those to me are the three, kind of four things that are going to help you attract the women. So when you are working day after day after day to build yourself, so again, this is a compound effect. They say that mastery takes 10,000 hours. If your goal is to do well with the ladies, I suggest that you work on these things. Go to the gym every single day. Go to the mall, buy yourself nice clothes so you can look good. Find yourself a better hairstyle. Whatever you got to do in order to make yourself look good. Brush your teeth. Wear fragrances. Do your skincare regimen. Like cut your nails and all that good stuff. Have a nice, fun lifestyle. Throw a good party. Invite them to a good party. Just invite them to go out. Do the things that are passionate, that you're passionate about, so that you are radiating this fun charisma, this excitingness, to that you can bring women into your fun life. And then, of course, understand women. Okay, that is my job here on the YouTube channel. I'll help you to understand women. Okay, so doing these things are going to be the things that are going to help you to compound. But just know that it's still going to take time. It may take months, it may take years, whatever it's going to be. But understand that even when you get started, you're not supposed to get results right away. You're not supposed to get laid this weekend. Like, let's say you want to go out, you want to meet women. Do not go out this weekend thinking, oh, I want to get laid this weekend. If you've never gotten laid, if it's been 6 months or so since the last time, you cannot go out with the mentality of, I'm going to get a girl. Go out with the mentality of, I'm just going to have a fun time. I'm going to just enjoy myself. I'm going to dance. I'm going to party. I'm going to meet people. I'm just going to have fun, listen to the music. And if women take interest in me, that's cool. But no expectations, man. It's going to, again, the first day is 1 cent, the second day is 2 cents, the third day is 4 cents and 8 cents. It's going to be a process. But understand that if you stay the course over a year, eventually your muscles are going to be to the point, your style's going to be to a point, your body language is going to be to a point, your fun, your charisma, your understanding of women. It's going to be to a point to where women are just going to notice you and be like, God damn, that's a sexy mofo, okay? And now you're going to have the attention of several women. And so if you look at dating, what you'll see is that most men have no attention from any women, and then some men have the attention of all the women. Why is that? Because the guys who have the attention of all the women, they just been doing this for a lot longer. And so they're just in a further stage within their compounding journey. Okay, and so very important to you to understand that. So hopefully you found this video to be helpful. Comment down below what you thought. Subscribe, share, like, and comment. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care and all the best to you, right? Deuces.